Hello, my wonderful nature explorers, and welcome to another episode of Animal Alley. Let's begin. So, today we are going to have a new opening segment called a math moment. And we are going to learn about our new mystery animal of the day. And then, as always, I like to end our episode with a little follow up activity that you and your family can complete if you'd like. Okay, so for our math moment of the day, we are going to be learning about a concept called classifying. So, the reason I chose this math moment is that we talk about what type of animal, like what class an animal is in, like what type it is. So, we classify animals by different characteristics. So, our last episode, we learned about invertebrates. We've also learned about amphibians, reptiles, mammals. We've learned about birds. So, like, in the animal kingdom, scientists classify animals based off of specific characteristics. So I thought it would be a fun activity for us to sort these butterflies based off of a color. So we can't really sort them off of what they are because they're all butterflies. So I just thought, let's sort these based on the color. And I have my sorting mat here. So I have my pink side and I have my orange side. So we'll start by just clicking and dragging. So we know this is an orange butterfly, this is an orange butterfly, this is an orange butterfly. Pink goes over here, orange over here, we'll put pink guy over here, orange over here. And now we can count them and see what we have more of. So let's start over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 pink butterflies, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 5 orange butterflies. So we know that by classifying these butterflies, we know that there are more orange butterflies. So kind of when you see them like this, they're kind of all over the place. Just by organizing them in our nice chart, we are able to collect data more and just get more information on a group of things. So that was our math moment. Um, and it didn't really give a hint to what our mystery animal is, so we're just going to go right into it. Our mystery animal of the day is one of my favorite animals, and it is the hedgehog. They are a mammal, so we've learned about that before, but we'll briefly refresh later on in the video. They are carnivores, which I didn't know this, but they eat a meat-based diet. So head to tail, they are 5 to 12 inches. Um, and 1 to 2 inches. The tail is 1 to 2 inches. So I guess it says like head and body. So from the head to the bottom, it is 5 to 12, and then the tail is 1 to 2 inches long, and it is about anywhere from 14 to 39 ounces. So not very heavy. Okay, I'm going to move my camera over here. So hedgehogs have prickly spines everywhere except their face, legs, and bellies. By curling into a tight ball and tucking in their heads, tails, and legs, they protect the parts of the bodies that do not have stiff, sharp spines. Often compared to pincushions, hedgehogs depend on their spines for defense, both while they sleep and when they face enemies, or what we like to call predators. The head and body of an adult hedgehog range from 6 to 12 inches long, and their tail can add another 1 to 2 inches. So we just talked about that briefly in the intro. When hedgehogs are born, up to 7 in a litter, their spines are soft and short. Soon after birth, their spines harden, becoming stiffer, sharper, and longer. Babies stay in the nest until they're about 3 weeks old. By that time, their eyes are open and their spines are effective. And it's important that they're effective because that's what protects them. So at that point, when the baby can protect itself, they can safely follow their mom outside the nest as she looks for food. Have you ever wondered why they're called hedgehogs? I actually found this out while researching for this episode. Hedgehogs make a pig-like grunt while hunting for their food, so this gives them their name, hedgehog. I don't know if it sounds like a pig, but I put oink oink, so he makes a cute little sound like a pig when he's searching for his food. Okay, let's continue. So the top of the hedgehog's menu are insects, followed by small mice, snails, lizards, frogs, eggs, and even snakes. Isn't that crazy? They look super cute. It's hard to believe that that little guy would eat a snake. But let me tell you, they are predators. Hedgehogs sometimes add extra protection to their spines. So this is kind of an odd word, but scientists call it self-anointing, which basically just think of it as like putting sunscreen on. So you like anoint yourself with sunscreen, very similar to putting on sunscreen or lotion. These little guys, they basically they're immune to poisons, which means they can eat plants that other animals can't, that would hurt them. But these guys, they're immune to the poison, so they use this as protection. What they basically do is they eat these plants that are poisonous, they chew them up in their mouth. This is kind of gross. And then they develop this like saliva, so spit essentially, and then just like suntan lotion, they put that all over their spines, so their prickly spines, as a way of protection against predators. So if a predator were to come try to bite the hedgehog or attack the hedgehog, they're going to get that nasty poisonous plant taste in their mouth, and they're going to say, "Ooh, we don't want to mess with the hedgehog." So all that really means is that they just put on a layer of protection to protect them from predators because they're super small, like we said. And though hedgehogs mainly stay on the ground, they swim quite well and they even can climb trees. And I learned that hedgehogs roll into spiny balls when threatened. So here are some hedgehog babies. So the young are born each year. So every year a mom can have a litter of babies. So litters can range from 1 to 11. National Geographic says up to 7, but through my research, I found 1 to 11. So they remain with their moms for only about 4 to 7 weeks before heading out on their own. And I learned that baby hedgehogs are called hoglets. So earlier in the presentation, we said that when baby hedgehogs are born, their spikes are still very soft. And it's in that 4 to 7 week period when they actually start to stiffen up and become more of a self protection for the little ones. So, excuse me. Hedgehogs are mammals, which means they give birth to live babies. So there's no shell involved. A lot of our animal friends lay eggs and then eggs hatch, and that's how babies are born. But there is no egg. They're just born. They're born alive. They have fur or hair at some point in their life. It doesn't mean that they have to have it when they're born. They drink milk as babies, and they are warm-blooded. So that means their body temperature stays the same when it's cold or hot outside. Their body regulates their temperature, not the environment around them. So this is basically just a map of where hedgehogs are originally from. A lot of you may have known hedgehogs as being like a household pet, but actually they're an exotic pet, which means they're from overseas. They're mainly found in Africa, Asia, and Europe, and have been brought over to the Americas, North and South America, as pets. And in some states, you can't even own them. I don't know if you knew that, but a lot of people like to own them as pets for a few reasons. One, they're super cute. And two, if you're a gardener, I learned that they eat pests in your garden. So if you have like a fenced in backyard, some people may purchase a hedgehog to help rid their garden in their backyard of pests. So my optional activity for the day, my friends, I have a coloring sheet from Teachers Pay Teachers. This is a free coloring sheet. All you have to do is download the PDF to your computer and print it out. So if you are free and have access to a printer and would like to do this, definitely take advantage of that resource. I think it's super fun. And if you would like to do further research, you can research the different types of hedgehogs with your parents. So this one pictured is the European hedgehog. So my friends, I thought this was a really funny picture. This is a pet hedgehog, and he took a selfie. I thought that was really cute. But I hope you have a fun and safe day. I hope you learned more about hedgehogs. I didn't realize they were more than just like a hamster at a pet store, but they're native to the environment, to the wild, excuse me, and we learned a lot about them today. So I hope you learned something new and you are staying safe and having fun. I'll see you soon. Bye.